I would go running during the months leading up to the 2020 Lagos City Marathon. And just when I'm getting tired, I would look to the other side of the road, and guess who I would see? I would see my mom on the other side of the road. That's right, my mom, who is 59 years old, going for her walk. 5 to 6 days a week, my mom, who is 59 years old, will go walking to and fro the house, sometimes as far as 15 kilometers. And so on most days, we will pass ourselves on the road. And anytime I would turn and I would see her, I would say, Kayode, come on, that's your mom, who is 59 years old. You have absolutely no excuse. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and move. And yet some days I would be running and I would look to the other side of the road and I would see this slender man, who from his build, his gray hair and glasses, I'm guessing is in his 60s, also going for his walk. And another reason, right, why I have absolutely no excuse. So during those months leading up to the marathon, I will see my mom or I will see that man, and I'm just like, Kayode, you have no excuse. Look at these people still pushing, still daring, still reaching, still going on to be the very best versions of themselves. And for me, it was just so inspiring, just so encouraging that they were doing this at an age where other people were just thinking of retiring and not bothering about adding any tangible value to their lives anymore. But they said to themselves that, look, while other people are thinking of retiring, we will refire. As in, we are still going to be committed to being the best version of ourselves. We are still going to be committed to push. We are still going to be committed to reach, to dream, and to become better people. And understanding that to do that, look, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our bodies. For me, there's nothing more inspiring and more encouraging and more motivating than that. You see, because for a lot of us, when it comes to doing certain things that we know we are supposed to be doing to take our lives to a whole new level, one of the excuses that we give is that, I wish I had started earlier. I wish I had started when I was younger. I wish I had known these things when I was younger. My time is past. I'm past my prime. The flip side of this age thing is that, yet for others, it's the fact that I'm too young to be dreaming about such things like this. Who am I to dare at this age? Who am I to speak up? Who am I to say anything with no experience, with no connection among these older people with more experience and more connections? It can be really challenging for young people, especially in this our African environment and African culture, that almost wants to glorify anything and anyone old. So you find out that the juicy job roles are looking for candidates with 5 to 10 years experience. Public office positions are looking for people with years of experience in that particular field or area of expertise. Even we fellow young people, what you find us doing is that we end up attacking, castigating, and bringing down any young person that dares to aspire for such positions or for such offices, because to our mind, people like us don't deserve to be in positions like that at this age. And so that's what you find. It can be really challenging in this environment, an environment that almost deifies people that are older, where where it's a situation that an elder is speaking and you can't speak, you can't say anything, even though the elder is saying something that is not true or something that is totally not applicable to your life, but you can't say anything. Why? Because he's the elder person. And the culture believes that the older you live, the wiser you are, that experience will tell. But I like the way a man called Elihu, who lived thousands of years ago, put it. I love it so much. He says that the experts have no corner on wisdom. Getting old doesn't always guarantee good sense. It is God's spirit in man, the breath of the Almighty One, that makes wise human insight possible. I'll take that again. The experts have no corner on wisdom. Getting old doesn't always guarantee good sense. It is God's Spirit in man, the breath of the Almighty One, that makes wise human insight possible. For me, that's just so powerful. And you know, the interesting thing is that breath of the Almighty One that makes wise human insight possible has no respect for age. It can be found in someone that is young, as it can be also found in someone that is older. So here's the thing. We are living in such interesting and exciting times where with the power of technology, where with the internet, we have the great eye-opener and we have the great leveler. With the internet, we have access to tons and tons of stories of people who have gone on to launch new businesses, start new careers, smash world records, go on to become the very best version of themselves at ages that have left us in awe and wonder, ages that were seemingly too young and ages seemingly too old. With the internet, we also have the great leveler that has provided all the tools with which we can live the life of our dreams at any age, whether young or whether old. In any and every niche, people young and old are using this great power to do and be the creative best of themselves. They are using these tools to make an impact, to make a difference and make an income for themselves. And you know, for me, it's just so powerful that we have this power. This power is not in the hands of a chosen few. It's not in the hands of a select few. This power is in your hands. This power is in my hands. And when I think of power, the thing that comes to my mind is that Stan Lee Spider-Man quote that says, "With great power comes great responsibility." So at the end of the day, age is not the issue. How young or how old are not the important factors. It's not the important factor. What is important, the critical factor, the critical key is responsibility. The responsibility to say to ourselves that any age is the perfect age to follow your dream. The responsibility to say that we are not too young and nor are we too old to start something new, to start something fresh. You know, people will say things like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Other versions of that statement are, you can't teach an old monkey how to pull a funny face, nor can you teach an old parrot to speak. But we have a responsibility to say to ourselves that we are human beings. We have the breath of God. We have the Spirit of God in us. We have the breath of the Almighty One on the inside of us. The breath that makes wise human insight possible. The breath that can make anything possible. We have the responsibility to say to ourselves that we are not dogs, we are not monkeys, we are not parrots, we are human beings. And it's never too late to mend, and neither are we too old to learn.